Yeah.
Shall I open the door? Is this, there's, oh, okay. I didn't know
Okay.
there was a sign.
Well, welcome, everyone,
We've got the biggest audience I think we've ever had, Jack.
to the, excuse me, Town of Wenham Board of Selectmen meeting for Monday, May 13th. We just finished an executive session. We're now in open session. And we'll begin with a short agenda of public items not on the agenda. Anybody can get up and say what they wish. There's nobody here, so that's not going to happen. So I guess I'm now under announcements, unless our esteemed clerk would like to get up and say something. I'm talking about our recording secretary. Excuse me.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes.
You'll pass.
So we have a mandatory water conservation ban beginning May 1st through September 30th. There are signs out about town. And that I just want to explain that although it's been raining for the last 7 weeks, and it might rain for the next 7 weeks, the water ban is a result of a 2009 bylaw passed at town meeting that basically is a water conservation bylaw that basically restricts watering of with sprinklers from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is not a good time to water your lawn anyway, because you should be doing it very early in the morning like the golf courses do, or I suppose at night. But
Yeah, even if it's raining, just
even if
water
it's-
it anyways.
And so that this is not a result of the water commissioners deciding that the Ipswich River is below a certain point, da-da-da-da-da. It's a bylaw. And I think there was a misunderstanding recently about why we're doing this, and so that's the reason why we're doing it. The water commissioners do have the ability, anytime during the summer, usually in the fall, if the Ipswich River falls below a certain flow level, that they can put in additional water restrictions, and they've done this in the past, which would be no which they have not done so far this year. There would be no sprinklers allowed at all, and only hand watering again from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning, and not from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we do this every year, but I don't think it was apparently fully explained. So some people were wondering why we do this in the rains the whole time.
It changed when we gave up our permit, whatever that's called. It changed, a stormwater permit. It did change. It used to be a combination of the DEP and us, and then we gave that up, and now it is just bylaw.
Right, so we take care of ourselves.
But you're right, people
Yeah.
are very confused, so thank you.
Yes, I learned a lot about the water recently because I had to, and that just as an aside, we have plenty of pumping capacity. We do not pump out of Wenham Lake, as some people think. We have 2 wells in town that are capable of pumping all the water we possibly could use. We also have restrictions about how much we can pump out a year, and basically, we're pumping out, on average, during 12 months, 50,000 gallons a day less than we're allowed to pump. So we don't have any, we haven't bumped up
You have
any
more
restrictions.
capacity.
We have legal capacity.
Illegal, yes.
To pump. So that's not a problem. We don't need a third well. If we had another 100,000 gallons of water that we needed to pump and could pump and were allowed to pump, our 2 wells could easily handle that according to our water commissioners. And so I just a long explanation would be, I guess this water conservation will be on there every, I'll
Yeah,
alternate
you'll have-
alternate this.
Oh, no, you're water man. You are the water man. Everybody knows that.
All right. Sticking with water. Pleasant Pond stickers are now available at the police station, the town clerk's office. I got to go number 2 for that.
Will we actually have some sun this year to use Pleasant Pond?
I don't know,
I
really.
know. We did get used a few days last year.
Annual resident parking stickers for Pleasant Pond Beach shall be made available at the annual charge of $25 for the first sticker. It says RST. It's first sticker and $10 for each additional sticker purchased for vehicles registered to any Wenhamite or Hamilton resident. Annual resident parking stickers are made available to Wenham senior citizens at a reduced rate of $10. We should get that down to $2, with no charge for additional stickers.
Depends on the age.
Residents of Hamilton Wenham may purchase a Pleasant Pond Beach sticker at the Wenham Police Department or Town Clerk's office at Wenham Town Hall. There you go. And that,
I think you got conflict of interest on that one, sir.
yeah. That usually doesn't bother me, John, by the way.
Allergies, sorry.
Memorial Day, I think that's enough about that one. Memorial Day ceremony, Monday, May 27th.
One pager.
Yeah. Let's see, why don't I have that? What, number three?
Right, I think if you have, it's right after the announcements, there's a paragraph about it, right after the tab for announcements.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. I could have read this. Okay,
You said the same thing.
Okay, on Monday, May 27th, the town of Wenham will join in remembering those veterans we've lost through our annual Memorial Day parade and ceremonies. At 11:45 a.m., the decoration of the Allen B. Cheese Memorial at Pingree Park by the American Legion will begin. The parade will form at the Wenham Council on Aging starting at 12:30, with a salute to colors at 1 p.m. Only a military person can actually say that. Parade stops will include short ceremonies at Veterans Memorial and the Civil War Monument and conclude with a ceremony at the Main Street Cemetery. Please contact the Town Administrator's Office with any questions, 468-5520, extension 2. And this is one of the 3 events during the year that's organized by and supervised by the Veterans Committee. And with Dean Peterson, the chairman of that, and I think he's done a good job and will continue to do so.
Could I add something
No.
else?
Yes.
That's, well, it'll affect you, and that is,
Good.
Oh, wow.
there's an informal invitation every year to the Hamilton Legion Veterans Breakfast
good
for
job.
all veterans from Wenham, and I know it's
Well, veterans from Wenham, yes.
yeah, and I know it's been patronized to some degree, but any Wenham veteran is welcome to go to that breakfast. I've been annually for many years now, and Catherine, I know, has gone also. So it would be a
Not being a veteran, but.
wonderful.
I'm so glad you reminded
Opportunity.
of that. And that's right. And that, thank you, John. The, okay, Memorial, we've done that one. Let's see. Veterans Pool opening. It's time for residents to purchase their Veterans Pool memberships from the Hamilton Wenham Rec Department. This is the pool in Hamilton that was built 3 years ago. Preseason pool hours begin Saturday, June 8th. Visit the Rec Department online at hwrecreation.com or call 978-468-2178 with questions about the 2009 pool season. And, of course, we have the Veterans Midnight Swim on June 9th. Clothing optional.
Missed that one.
Okay, job openings of facility manager. The town currently is accepting resumes for the position of facilities manager. This is a permanent, full-time position and is under the general supervision of the Department of Public Works Director. The facilities manager is responsible for the management, operation, maintenance, and cleaning of all town buildings. I didn't know he did cleaning, too. He's in
Well,
charge
he-
of cleaning?
he contracts it out.
He's responsible for having them cleaned.
That's right. I don't see him running
And
around with a
toilet
bucket.
clogs, too.
Interested applicants are asked to submit a cover letter and resume by May 27th to the DPW Director via email to sbouvier, that's Bouvier, that's not the DPW Director, but anyway, at wenham.gov or by mail here at the Wenham Town Hall. More information, including complete job descriptions, available on the Job Opportunities page of the Wenham Town website. That's a very, very important position. I hope we have several applicants.
Yeah, it's a general handyman type job that has some carpentry, plumbing skills and so forth. As you said, maybe a plugged toilet, anything from a plugged
Yeah,
toilet to
yeah.
a broken door or a window or,
So it's management and actual work.
yes,
As-
yes.
As most jobs in town
Yes.
hall are here.
Well, I know that he was the one that diagnosed that problem, and this,
Yeah, the heater.
He keeps them going off, and he says, you can't don't fool with that. You go around the corner and do
Yes.
something. I don't know what he did, but, you know, that,
Hope he tells the next guy.
I hope he tells the next guy, is
Someone.
right. Or tell somebody, that's right. All right, next we have Catherine with the consent agenda.
We have no reports.
Wait a minute, I do have a note as a selectman report, if I might,
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman. I'd like to give a big promotion to Matthew Bailey, who is the Scoutmaster for Troop 28.
Yes.
Last week, he was awarded the Scoutmaster of the Year Award for the council.
Wow.
And that is a big, big deal because this is a very big council.
And active.
Very
And-
impressive.
Yep, and he's come up through a lot of the years. I've worked with many Scoutmasters, and I got to tell you, he's a guy that he just quietly does his job all the time and keeps these kids coming, and
Is he related to another Bailey in town,
He
by the
is.
way?
Yeah.
They're
And
pretty good team.
got an Eagle Scout, or son,
Son.
just about ready for Eagle Scout, who did a house project under the guides of the Salem Beverly Water Board down on the canal. So if anybody's walking down on the canal, that's Lucas Bailey's project. He will come before this board and present what his project and what he's doing and so forth. But Matt Bailey's just been a superb scoutmaster, and
Yeah, he's a great guy.
kids really enjoy working with him.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, John, thank you.
My pleasure.
It's great.
Back
Back to the consent agenda. Okay, we have only three things, a couple of liquor licenses and minutes of February 21st. I move to approve all items in the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
Everything seems in order, as it generally is. So all in discussion?
Further discussion? No? All in favor, I guess? Aye?
Aye.
Unanimous.
It's easy.
John, you're on deck for quite a while. I could
know.
guess I
Take a
can
nap.
go in the other room and, You're on, John.
What am I supposed to do with all of these?
Well, just mumble and,
Just,
start with Town Administrator's Screening Committee. Well, that's a big deal.
okay.
Remember that one?
It's-
Actually, you have to, your math on that one, 7 times 7 and so forth.
Oh, what John P's got.
I think there was a misunderstanding. Let me just mention in advance that I had an email today that I think some people thought that because we listed all 13 applicants, if I may, John?
please.
I know it's yours, that we were going to appoint 13 applicants. No.
No.
We're listing all 13 applicants because we're not sure, amongst the three of us, which of the 7 applicants we're going to appoint, because we've said in the past, and by advice of MRI, our consulting firm, and other consulting firms we didn't select, that we should choose a search committee of between 5 and 7 people and no more. And so we took that advice, and therefore we're going to limit the number of participants on this committee to 7, and we simply have 13 applicants, of which the 3 of us tonight have to, through a grid that our town administrator has provided to us. We have not talked about this amongst ourselves, nor shared any scoring at all, and so we'll all be surprised to find out when Mr. Petron's going to tell us when we give him the score sheets. Excuse me, John.
That's okay. All right, so yes, this is a very important piece of business. It's a short window of time for the folks who are on this committee. So I'm going to read the names off, just so that everybody's aware who they are. Alexander J. Bagan, Daniel P. Curran, Harriet P. Davis, Dorothy A. Goody, Sarah F. Johnson, Michael S. Lucy, Paul E. Madonka, Trudy Reed, Allison T. Calandra, Mary Beth Ting, William F. Weiss. Is that how you say it? Weiss?
That's how you say it. It's a German name.
It is. It doesn't look
I know
like
you
it. It
Italians
doesn't
have-
look like it
I know you
sounds.
Italians have problems with
It's
that.
not Latin. I don't get
I was
it.
better with Calandra myself.
Erica H. Wilson and Frederick S. Woodland Jr. So at this point, are we prepared to turn in our
I think so.
Well,
score
Should we-
sheets? Or-
Just so people out there know what we're doing
So the
with this.
recommendation to
Oh.
the board was that you score 7 candidates. The top candidate you're picking is 7 down to your 7th candidate being number 1. We'll add the 3 scores from the 3 selectmen and see if we have 7 candidates who have the top scores without any ties, hopefully. And then we'll tell you the names, and then you can appoint the committee with those top scoring names if you wish.
This is like Jeopardy. And that
Yeah, I think it's a good system.
pass it along, John?
Now you gotta hope I can count and take
I know.
take my shoes and socks off. Exactly.
So we're going to wait.
So-
We're going to wait 5 minutes while John does his math, and that he's been practicing this, and so that.
Do you want to do a few more?
Yeah, we have a number of
Other-
appointments
Yeah,
going
why don't we
on.
go on, and that John can take time out,
We could
guys. I'm
do,
ready now.
We got
Next is Board of Registrars, John.
Registrars.
That also has a little bit of more applicants than people, at least, yeah, in all of them.
Now, on this Board of Registrars, I wasn't quite sure what we were supposed to be doing? Are we supposed to pick one of those?
Right, so you have
So it
two
is.
lists. Under the Board of Registrars, under state law, you have to appoint certain people. The
Yeah.
town clerk is automatically a member of the Board of Registrars, then you appoint a Democrat and a Republican. And so what you have are nominations from each of the Democratic committee and the Republican committees, or people who have submitted their names under those. So you need to select one person from the Democratic list and one person from the Republican list in your sheets.
We
Okay.
have to do the same deal we just did a minute ago?
Well, one, we do have 5.
So one, you have 5 names. My suggestion would be maybe you rate 1 and 2. You know, 1 your top candidate and 2 your second candidate, and whoever has the lowest score, you know,
So should we hand these in to you also?
yes, you can do that if you wish.
Well, how do we know which one is a Democrat and which one is a Republican?
Well, there's a heading. See the heading?
There's a grid
Oh, okay.
in,
Yeah,
what section
look-
is
So
that?
with the
Another page
Democrat,
back.
you only have 2 names, so,
Right.
you know, you need to,
Yeah, see right there.
in your normal process.
Keep going,
No, wait a minute.
keep going, that's the other list. There should be one coming up that has just the registrars on it.
So we should pick 2 of each from each party?
Nope,
1,
Oh, just one from each?
1 from each party,
I don't have
so
that, Kathy.
you're going to pick 1 from the, if you want to just nominate somebody from the Republicans, you can, or as I suggested, you can pick 2 and we'll do the scores.
Okay.
have this, right after the motion for the Board of Registrars?
New business, D, let's see, appointments.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of the pack, because there were a lot of,
Town administrator, we got that one.
Yeah.
And that, okay.
yeah, and then you'll have all the letters of interest from the
Yeah,
town
yeah, yeah.
administrators.
Okay, I got that now. I finally got it.
So I'm sorry, I missed how many we're rating under the Republicans.
So again, if you can do this, you can just put a nomination out, it's up to the board. Or if, since you have 5 names,
Yeah.
you rate your number 1 and 2. Your number 1 gets 2 points, your number 2 gets 1 point, and I can do the same thing
All right.
on that if you
Okay,
wish.
so rate them 1 and 2. One being the one we most want, and 2
Right.
being the second choice.
Oh, wait a minute, no, 2 for your first choice,
Okay.
and 1 for your second
The
choice.
same way we did the other one,
But that's
Right.
per party.
per party, yeah.
Well, the other one, you just gotta, you know.
There's only 2
There's only
people
2
there.
people, so you gotta pick one of the 2.
Okay.
Like, you can do that, if you wanna do 1 and 2 there too, I can, you know, do the numbers.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay. We're not accustomed.
We're
to
well-oiled here
Well,
tonight, Catherine,
We're
right?
not accustomed to
Oh, this
having
is,
more people than our positions. It's a-
Yeah.
it's a-
I'm surprised that this many people want to be a registrar. But anyway, I'm good.
Well, you know, we had some interesting stuff this year.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so the other ones are easier.
So you're gonna,
Yes,
John,
it
you're gonna
looks
have to
like
fill this in for me.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I got
That's a
it.
motion
Has the
for
date on it,
for
I think.
these.
But John has to fill in the names.
Right.
Yeah. And that's, it'll be John's motion anyway.
Okay, moving right along here.
So we could do the police department. Those are easy. A lot of names.
Okay,
I
the
learned to pronounce
police.
most of them recently, too.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for a motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I move to appoint the Wenham Fire Police, I move to appoint the Wenham Police Department from the list of below for 1-year terms beginning July 1st, 2019, and ending June 30, 2020. And they are Chief Thomas Perkins, C. Perkins, Captain Kevin J. DiNapoli, Sergeant Michael J. Masiz, Sergeant Christopher J. McCann, Patrolman David T. Marsh, Patrolman Mia N. Cifello. It's Latin, not German. I got it. Patrolman Chad M. Labrie.
This one, John.
This one.
Amanda.
Amanda J. Cicchini.
You got this because they're all Italian, John. Not all.
Well, we got to break Wenham in somehow. Patrolman Jason
Luke and Tony.
Lucantoni. That's a different one.
That's another Italian one,
And
John.
Patrolman Renee Perez.
Keep
Oh,
going, John.
wait a minute, reserve. Oh, we got reserves. Michael F. Perry, Stephen T. Farinato,
Farinato.
Arenado.
John S. Freitas, Brian J. Pratt, Richard J. Sherry, Christopher T. Sanborn, Sean T. Tinsley, we know him, Wesley S. Isidoro, Scott W. Wood, David R. Ferry, Lawrence M. Nestor, and Travis J. Nealand. We also have under this listing Administrative Assistant Susan M. Hersey, Chaplain is Dean W. Peterson, Liquor Agent is Kevin J. DiNapoli, Police Matrons Susan M. Hersey, Catherine E. Tinsley, and Mia N. Cefalo. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any questions?
Yes, I have a comment that I believe, and I don't know the name of the person, I think the vote should be subject to, I believe one of the reserve officers has recently resigned. I don't know which one it is.
Ooh.
So I think we need to contact the police chief and to find out,
Okay.
unless,
Do you want to do that?
I mean, I presume this was prepared like several days ago.
Right, you can make the nomination. If they've resigned, we'll pull it. We'll pull the
Yes.
appointment
Okay,
at that
fine.
point.
Yeah, otherwise I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, Jack. Any other concerns, questions?
Nope.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that's
There you go, John.
unanimous. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the fire department.
All right.
I move to appoint the Wenham Fire Department from the list below for one-year terms beginning July 1st, 2019, and ending June 30, 2020. Captain and Fire Prevention Officer Jeffrey W. Baxter, Captain Daniel C. Sullivan, Lieutenant Thomas D. Curran, Lieutenant Gary P. Blaney, Lieutenant Christopher J. Jones, Lieutenant John H. Joyce, Acting Lieutenant Michael T. Binns. And we have provisional call firefighters, Stephen M. Kotrokas and Anthony C. Nikas. We also have Chaplain Reverend Michael Duda and Oil Burner Inspector Jeffrey W. Baxter. Do I have I'm sorry? Ooh, sorry, missed that. Okay, call firefighters. Richard C. Bertoni, Benzel B. Berth, Benjamin P. Blanchett, Jason F. Bradley, Robert Y. Gallinelli, Sean P. McCarthy, David T. Marsh, Erica R. Pontus, Michael P. Reynolds, Michael D. Schroeder, Leonard, I met his mother at the bank the other day. I couldn't believe it. Leonard K. Tuneberg, and William F. Wilds. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I just have one question.
Sure.
I guess I missed the fact that we have an acting lieutenant. Acting because we have a position open, and I'm
Oh, no, that's a good question.
not opposed to it, it's just a question.
Well, we don't have any sergeants here, just lieutenants, it looks like, and captains.
Yeah, and
so-
acting, I guess.
He may
that's
be just filling a
for further
position.
follow-up, I just would be interested to know what.
Yeah,
the
so you can
situation-
appoint him and
Yeah, yeah. I have
I'll
no
find
problem.
out what the status is,
Just a
why
question.
he's acting.
I'm sure there's a reason he's on there.
I was surprised that Patrolman David Marsh is also a call firefighter. I didn't know you could do both, but, okay.
We've got a few highway people, too.
Yeah.
who
We've
are,
always had
yeah.
that.
Yeah, which is good. Okay.
All right, any other questions or concerns? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that's unanimous. Thank you. Moving right along. Oh,
That's it.
that's
We
it? Wow.
Go back. Go back for the big reveal.
Okay.
Next year,
so-
I'll take those Italian names, John, you can have the rest.
So, the easy one first, the Board of Registrars, the Republican candidate where all three of you presented a vote was Ronnie Hilliard Ebling,
Yep.
and the Democratic candidate is Christine M. Burns. All right, so the top 7 votes alphabetical order of the Town Administrator Screening Committee. As a note, 5 of the candidates received 3 votes, 2 candidates received 2 votes, and 1 candidate received 1 vote. So of the top 7, it's Alexander J. Bagan, Harriet P. Davis, Sarah F. Johnson, Michael S. Lucy, Trudy Reed, Mary Beth Ting, and William F. Weiss. So those are your 7.
So just as a comment,
Votes.
4 of those people were on the search committee last time, so they won't need much training.
7.
Does the board wish to appoint the chair of that committee from this group, or do you?
Last time, we let the group
Yeah.
choose their own chair at their first meeting.
Your decision, I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah,
My feeling is let them sort it out and see who wants to be versus,
Sometimes in a short committee like this, where you just want them to get going, having the board nominate somebody is just the other's opinion, the other side of it. Whereas, this is not, they're gonna meet only
well, 3 times.
a couple of
apparently.
times,
2 times,
exactly.
maybe.
So by having the chair appointed, it just takes it off the plate, and someone who you think has the experience, who understands these processes, to just pull it together, get the email out saying, here's when we're meeting, and so on, sometimes helps in
That's a
that
good
case.
suggestion. I'm going to make
Yeah.
a suggestion. I suggest that if we appointed I'll call it provisional chair, or temporary chair, some words like that, just to get the thing moving along, like you said, and then when they first meet, they can then have it.
Good point.
So I think that, I think we should appoint
yeah,
temporary provisional chair.
I go along
Last
with
year,
that.
last time, one of us organized the first meeting and then left, and left them, but it's fine. We don't exactly know if all of these people, this was one of my concerns from last week, if all of these people are actually available, especially on the specific days that we're gonna need, so we could be appointing a chair that might not be it, but yeah, provision, I don't.
So I'm making a recommendation, only because he's been around, a chairman of our Finance and Advisory Committee, Alex Bagan, and that, again, I have contacted none of these people in terms of being the chair, so he can arrange this, send an email out.
Oh, get it, in other words, get it kicked off.
Just get it kicked off. And then one of the first items they have in the business would be a affirmation they can be, and then secondly, who's the chair of the committee can be. They can suggest him, or he may not want to be the chair, whatever. But I think it'd be good to have somebody kick this thing off and have responsibility to do that, as opposed to us, one of us, including me. What do you think?
Fine with me.
It's your pleasure.
No,
It doesn't matter. I'm comfortable, my only discomfort is appointing someone who hasn't said, yeah, sure, they would do that, but, and I think one of us is
they
going
should
to
have
have
shown up,
to.
they should have shown up tonight.
Then maybe they're going to call in any minute. I think one of us is still going to have to be responsible to coordinate with whoever, Alex or whoever.
I'll take the responsibility to coordinate with Alex, but, so I think that we can get
Okay, whatever.
letters out to the people.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. I'll make sure we get an email out immediately and notify MRI as well to have, the communication as to when the meetings will be taking place, based on the schedule, so that these folks can clear their
Make
calendars.
sure they're confirmed too.
And as Caston was mentioning a minute ago, a reaffirmation that there's still viable candidates that make the dates, and that I'll contact Alex Began so we can contact the people
That'd be great.
first meeting, blah, 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 and let him know the bad news that I just made him chairman pro tem.
You stepped up to the
whatever,
plate.
Whatever the right words are for that.
Well, and I think that I think that they should know the weeks that their meetings need to be, but that they ultimately, 7 of them are going to have to decide what the days are, so that they, rather than us saying to them, we're going to meet
Yes.
on this and this, because we
Yes.
really need all of them to
Yes,
be there.
right.
So they could do
Okay.
that in their first meeting.
Nice.
Thank you, John.
Do you need a motion, Mr. Chairman?
Okay.
Those specific-
I moved
Thank you.
that we appoint the following 7 people to the, what's the name of the committee?
Screening,
Screening.
Screening Committee.
town administrator screening.
Town Administrator Screening Committee, I want to get the exact words. And in no particular order, and not certainly alphabetical, it's always close to alphabetical. I think you did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alex Bagan, Harriet Davis, Sarah Johnson, Mike Lucy, Trudy Reed, Mary Beth Ting, and Bill Weiss. You did put it down alphabetically.
He said he did.
Oh.
He can even do that. He
Not
can
me.
count. and he-
That's work. Nikki did that.
Do I hear a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for your help on this,
Did
John.
they appoint the registrars as well?
No.
Was there a motion on that, or just
No.
me announcing?
No, oh, no, I don't think we appointed, did we? We didn't, I don't think we voted them.
Because that's a good point. You should actually appoint them.
Right.
I announced who the top vote-getters were, but
Good
Right,
catch.
you
appoint
should
them, makes it
appoint them.
formal. Yep.
Following up on Catherine's suggestion of doing the
Good catch.
appointments there. So I don't think there was a motion on that.
No, there
So,
wasn't.
okay,
I-
I'll move that, actually, John motion, but you want me to do it or you want to do it?
What's that?
We need to formally appoint the registrars. One is Hilly Ebling.
So
Yeah.
Ebling and Burns.
All right. Okay, I move that we appoint
Hilly.
Ronnie Hilliard Ebling as Board of Registrar for the Republican Party, and Christine M. Burns as the Democratic Party Registrar, Board of Registrars.
I'll second that.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And just as a note, I will be filing these tallies and the sheets with the minutes
Okay.
for Catherine and Nikki to have.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Minister Assistant, chaplain, liquor license, police matrons, fire, call firefighters, chaplain, did all that. Ooh, we're really moving along here.
Yeah.
Let's see, I think it's you, Catherine.
Yeah, this is-
Community House.
Yeah. We received a communication, our annual communication from the Community House, respectfully requesting a renewal of the town's sponsorship commitment towards the program, the summer music program, which totals of $1,000 towards the program's expenses, which total approximately $7,000 per year. So the motion is, I move the Board of Selectmen approve the Community House request for $1,000 or other amount, to help fund Sundays in Patton Park for the 2019 summer season.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
I'd like to say that it's a wonderful program, and I hope we support it heartily, because I've participated there many, many times. And a lot of other folks do, too. So, that's it. Thank
I couldn't agree more.
So, we vote?
Yep.
All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Can I just back up a moment, please? I don't think that your appointment for the registrars included the term.
Oh, you're correct. It did not.
Please have that in the motion.
So just correct that to your,
And the term is,
May 13th, 2019 to March 31st, 2020.
okay?
so just incorporate that. You're all set with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All in favor? Aye. Just
Aye.
so Catherine Tinsey doesn't have a connection over there, okay?
You know I will.
My mother used to say that. I have the next one, I think.
Yep.
It's a memo from John Petrin to us about the annual carryover request for vacation. You all have a memo in front of you. I move the Board of Selectmen approve the town employee vacation carryover request as detailed in attached memo from fiscal 19 to fiscal 20 to be used by September 30th, 2019. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 12 people. The number of hours, the position is described, and the number of hours is described, and basically, it's usually 5 days. There's a couple of people with longer than that, but they have to use it up by 9:30. Any questions?
I will second that motion.
Thank you, John.
And my comment is, I typically frown on this, but all of these people have legitimately very responsible positions, and many times their schedules get beat around because of weather problems or other conflicts that cause them to be off, not able to use their normal vacation times.
It's only 90 days too, so, it's.
Yep, and it does have a time limit on it, so we're not holding it for the next 40 years.
There's a couple of people with 10 days, everyone else is 4 to 5 days. Oh, actually, there's one
So
person
I'm
here.
Well,
supportive.
that one, the police officer has actually been reduced to 40 hours,
There
so.
were going to be some possible revisions to these numbers.
Exactly, so that's been
Is it-
reduced on the police officer, so it brings it down now within 5 days. That needs to be corrected, because, yeah, they're working on that one, so.
Yeah, there was a memo, an email on that one I saw a
Yeah,
couple
You
days
got
ago.
On
the
a cover letter,
colored chart.
Yeah, so that I
Now
even
the
can get it
packet.
right.
So these are not correct. These numbers are not all correct. How many of them changed?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah, so on that one, and that's the most days, otherwise everybody's 10 or below days, so.
Okay.
So the police are,
That's down to 40 hours.
Okay.
okay. Okay.
John, you have the next one, which is review and potential approval of the iron rail roof restoration project.
All right. I move to approve the proposed contract between the Town of Wenham and Unicon, Inc. for the iron rail roof,
Oh, bless you.
the roof restoration project as presented and outlined in the attached notice of award dated May 6, 2019. And that roof is in need of repair.
Second that.
Any questions?
Nope.
Looks good. And Ted Batchelder finally approved it because there was a little bit of a problem going on there. But we get that straightened out. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And you have the contract for us to sign, I assume?
What's that?
You have the contract for us to sign?
Not here.
Okay.
Oh,
We-
come on.
We have to sign the contract at some point
I
before
guess
they can execute it.
if there's one, I didn't take it with
Well,
me,
it's-
so we'll
Nikki's
figure it
not-
out. So
It's,
He's not here and so
yeah,
forth.
so.
Yeah, I just, it's in here, so you
Yeah.
must have an original.
Okay.
Or Nikki has an original. They can't really do it till we sign it,
So
technically.
if you want to pull
Technically.
yours and start and sign one out of yours,
Yeah, I could.
we'll mix and match.
While she's doing that, Mr. Chairman, I just have a question.
I think I have it
The
here.
motion was that to the carryover, vacation carryover.
Yep.
You said there was one name that was going to be different than on your list, but your motion is approved.
No, I
as
didn't say
listed.
that. I don't recall saying that.
It's good.
No,
Yep.
yeah.
There was a difference in some hours on the sheet,
One person's
Right.
hours changed.
but not the name.
So we're good with that, so.
Okay, next. I move to extend the authorization of the town administrators, of the town administrator to be able to accept gifts, both monetary and tangible property, under the value of $500 that are being gifted to the town by the 375th Anniversary Committee through June 30th, 2019.
I'll second that.
Any questions, concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye. Unanimous.
I take it those gifts have to be in the town's name, not mine?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Not really enough to make it worth the
Just
jail
checking.
time.
It's too late to review your
That's your
contract, John.
wife's
Okay, next we have, I think it's Catherine. It's the planning board authorization, enforcement, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I don't,
Aye.
yeah, so I've been listening to this a little bit on the planning board. It has something to do with the fact that our stormwater management rules are going to change permanently, or have changed. We're in the second year of it.
Yep.
This sounds to me like giving this authority to the planning board is a temporary situation until everything is finalized, but what they're asking, and I went to the meeting the other night and heard them talk about the fact that they would like that, and the lawyers would like to give designation authority under the town stormwater management bylaw to the planning board, where it's currently with us as the Board of Selectmen. So I have the motion, I guess, within the letter. I move that the Board of Selectmen of the Town of Wenham delegate its powers and duties under the town's stormwater management bylaw, Chapter 24 of the Town of Wenham General Bylaws, to the Planning Board of the Town of Wenham as the authorized enforcement agency pursuant to Chapter 24, Section 5 of the Town of Wenham General Bylaws.
Second. Further discussion?
None.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I have the last one, and that Settlers Lane.
Oh, we're back to Settlers Lane again.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't
you know,
even notice.
just a preference, Jay, I'm sorry. This came up at the town meeting, was, if not unanimously approved, it was overwhelmingly approved.
Yes.
So I'm going to read the motion. There's all kinds of letters in here saying, you know, certificate of this, acceptance of that, so on and so forth. But it was approved by town meeting. This is a perfunctory vote, presumably. I move the Board of Selectmen pursuant to the vote taken under Article 14 of the April 6, 2019 annual town meeting hereby accepts the foregoing deed to Settlers Lane for public way purposes from 75 Arbor Street Development LLC.
I'll
Can I
second.
just add, or you add pending council review, just to make sure?
Pending council review.
Okay.
So once council has finalized and reviewed, it's all set, just in case there's a glitch?
Well, 'cause they're-
It can come back.
Because we have not heard from them yet. We're supposed to be hearing about whether or not
My
they've gotten.
understanding is that it's ready in the last, that's why I'm asking for council review. So just in case, it can come, you know, it can come back if it's not all set. Otherwise, we can just process this forward.
Okay. Fine. When you say council, it's our
Well-
council.
Town council review.
Yeah.
I'll second that motion
You have a concern,
with
Kathy?
council review added.
Go ahead.
I
You
don't,
okay
I
with
think,
that?
I guess I wouldn't, I'm not sure it's review, because they have reviewed it. There are just some documents that they're waiting for.
Right, that's why I'm saying
So
with town council,
pending
you know, so if they've said that everything's
council's
all set,
final-
Yeah. Why don't we
then
say
it can just.
Approval would make you
yeah,
feel more comfortable.
that's
Otherwise,
fine.
they're gonna think they have to review something, and we're gonna pay them a lot of
Review and
money to
approval,
review.
you know.
So that's approval, town council's approval.
Yeah, of receipt of all the documents, yeah. We've been, I don't know
I'll
why.
second that.
It hasn't been here yet.
Actually, I can't second, I just read it.
Okay, I
No,
second it.
I second the
Oh, you
motion.
did, okay, good.
Okay. You second it? I
Oh,
second it?
no, I can't do
I'll
that.
second it. You second it. Doesn't
John did.
matter.
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, Settlers Lane.
Yeah, they'll be happy, right, in time
Yep.
for, time for plowing
So-
season.
I think that's it.
Zooks. Gad, zooks,
Anyone want to
John.
talk about anything that's
We're
not
ahead
on
of
the-
schedule.
Yeah,
That doesn't happen around here.
No.
well, sooner you get me out, the less you pay me.
Okay,
What else, anything else?
no, not for me.
So just to clarify, we're meeting tonight, but that takes care of May, so the next meeting is
June 4th.
Tuesday, June 4th.
Right, so
Okay.
we're back on the regular schedule of first and third.
Right.
That's the first Tuesday in,
So we'll meet June 4th and June 18th in June.
yeah. Unless someone
Got
has a
it.
problem with that and we have to move it, but I don't.
Nope.
Okay.
And then we can talk about July and June.
Yeah, we can,
With the
because
July
that I
4th.
could have a problem with.
Right.
For
Oh,
July
yeah.
2nd.
I won't be here the week of that, the first week, but I'm here for the 9th, so.
Yeah, so,
The first week
Well,
of
that might
July.
change it then, I don't
But
know.
we can
Yeah.
check your schedules and see what we have.
yeah, July's a tough month for me.
Well, it is for many people, it's
Yeah.
vacation month.
Yep.
All right, I move that we adjourn,
Second,
7:15.
I beat you.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
7:15, we adjourn.